Hi everyone, in this video I'll explain how to implement multi-level inheritance in C++ programming language. So for multi-level inheritance, we have a grandparent class, from that we have a parent class, and from that we have a child class. So we have three classes and that can be inherited at level wise. So I'll show you with an example of student information. So how we can implement a multi-level inheritance in C++. So these three are my header files: ArgosStream, stdio, and conio.h, which used in this program to recognize the predefined functions. So now this is my namespace std, and this is my class. So now here my class name is student. So this will be acted as a grandparent for my multi-level inheritance. So now in that student class I have three data members. One is of type integer roll number, and name and address of the student, which is of my type character arrays. So these are some private members, because default you are not specifying any access specifier, and those will be taken as a private members. So these we cannot call outside of your outside of function we cannot access this. Means outside of this class we cannot access this private members. And then we have public member function. So here void get student details. So by using this get student details, I am trying to accept the roll number, name and address of the student from the keyboard. So for that I am using cin and cout statements like this. And after that, this is my another function in my class student. So that is void student display. So by using this display function, I am trying to display the roll number, name and address of the student simply like this: student roll number, roll number. These are my data members, right? Simply you can write anything as a string constant here, but you can give your data members exactly followed by your case sensitivity. So now here the second class is university, which is extended from your student, and here we are extending the mode is private. So once you can privately inherited something for your derived classes. So now the private base class we cannot access outside your derived class. So now here in this class university we have three data members of type character arrays, which is of your college name, branch and date of join. So in this public section I declare two data member functions. So that is, one is get college details. So by using this function I'm going to take the information of college name, branch and date of join of the student from the keyboard. So simply I am calling get student details from my parent class. So for this parent class is student. So I just call that function here so that I can access the member function, because that is of a public. I can access that member functions directly in my derived class university. And after that I have one more function in my university class, that is void university details. So here I am trying to display my college name, branch and date of join of the student, which is given by the user from the keyboard. So now my class is closed here. See, this is one class definition, and before that we have another class definition we have. And then here I'm trying to inherit fee structure from university. See, now you can observe that. So university derived class is extended from your parent class student, and then this fee structure is extended from your university. So that is a level, multi-level inheritance. So now this fee structure will consisting data members like building fund, library fund, affiliation fees and tuition fee. So by using all these parameters I am trying to calculate the total fee of the student, and I am displaying on my screen. So here I am using get fee details method, which is of type public in my fee structure, and I am trying to access tuition fee and building fund, library fee and affiliation fee from the keyboard. So here in this get fee details I am calling get college details. So what your get college detail will gives you? So get college detail is nothing but the public method which we have in your university class. So now you are calling this method, so itself it calling get student details, so that we can access everything from your child class here, right? So because of that, we are saying that your multiple inheritance, the child class is always takes its parent class properties directly and its grandparent class properties indirectly through your parent. Okay, I hope you all can understand that statement. So here we prompt the user for entering tuition fee, building fund and library fee and affiliation fee. And after that, in total fee, we are trying to add all these parameters to get the total fee, because we can add building fund, library fund, affiliation fees and tuition fee, and all together will make your total fee of your college. So simply I'm using display method. So in that display method I'm calling university display. So university display is nothing but it is a method in my parent class, that is of university. So in that I already called the display method of my student. So this from this child class I'm trying to access all the methods of parent as well as grandparent methods directly and indirectly. So I'm trying to display tuition fee, building fund, library fund, affiliation fee and student total fee here. So here my class is closed and here it is a time to write your main function. So in that main function I'm declaring two variables I and n, and this is another variable char ch. So this can be used in my program. So now see fee structure. So fee structure is nothing but it's a class. So which is of my last class. Now you can observe that this is a last class is fee structure. So that is my child class. So for that child class I'll create array of objects. So here I'm creating 10 objects and my object name is F here. So and it can hold maximum of 10 student information. So now user can enter how many student records they want, depends on that. So maximum it can hold 10 records. So enter the number of students. So I can read that value from n. So I can use that n value because I want to read all n number of student records. So I0, I less than and I plus plus. Then I am prompt the user student details slash 1 means I can give the random numbers, like I can give the sequential number. The first number I start with 1 and then 2, it automatically increments and it will give you every time like student detail 1, student detail 2, like that it will gives you. Then f of I dot. So this is your object. F of I is nothing but initially I is 0, then it will take f of 0 dot get fee details. So the first record, and after that your I value get increments. Now it becomes 1, then it will take f of 1. So like that it will access all n records. So by using this for loop I am trying to display, right? Simply I am trying to display all my records. So here I am going to give the statement. So slash n student records. Okay, student records. So here I need to give a double quotation because this is a string constant. So within that string constant only I can give this value. So here it is now. So simply you can close with semicolon. And after that it will display like I0, I less than and I plus plus. Now it will be display all the records. The first student record it will display by using this display method. So whenever this object calls this display method, so now it tries to call the display method of your child class. So now your child class is directly called university display. Because of that we are getting the details of your university class also from your display method. And in university class you can observe that you have in display method like student display, like you have you can access your student class also from this university display method. So like that it will display all your information. So I'll try to compile and execute this program. So I just compile and run this. So now it will ask the details like enter the number of students. So because of time constraint I'll give 2 records. So now it will ask me student details 1. So roll number is 12 I'll give. And name of the student I'll give as and then address I'll give as YSAT. And college name I'll give it as system. And branch CSE. Date of join 20/10/2019. And tuition fee I'll give it as 15,000 and building fund is 8,000. Library fund is 2,000 Affiliation fees is 5,000. See, now it asks for the same things for second student. So I'll give roll number as 13 and name as address and then college name and then branch, date of join, tuition fee, building fund, library fund, and then affiliation fees. So now you can observe that I entered 2 records, so it will display me the output. See, this is student records. So it will show me like student roll number 12 and name of the student is Satish and address is Vizag, Wisdom, CSC. Like what are the details you entered? It will give all the details along with the student total fee. It will calculated the summing of all these values. See, 15 plus 8, 23, 25 plus 5 is 30,000 rupees. Okay. So I hope you all can understand the multi-level inheritance, how we are implementing in C++ programming environment. Thank you.